You are watching Deer in Nature 9611. So the mother has located her fawns, and she's quite content now to come back down onto the property and not worry about them. They're both up the hill. These fawns are very playful. Hello guys, how are you? The mother is going to snack on the grass and the clovers. I have lots of clovers on my property, and the deer love clovers. Oh, looks like this fawn might be coming down. There's the other fawn over there. They're just watching me. We still have lots of bugs this year. We never had them last year. It's too bad. We have another female deer entering. Oh, sorry, it's not a female, that's the male. I didn't see the antlers starting to come up. But that probably is the fawn from last year, because it does seem to come around. The mother chases it a bit away because that's what happens when she has her next set of babies. She moves on. And this fawn will be going into the bush in the fall, and he will only come back onto my property once it's hunting season. That's how smart the deer are. They know enough to stay out of the forest and bush area when it's hunting season. But because they get relatively close, I believe this is probably the fawn from last year, because this particular buck is about 1 year old. And he does seem to come onto the property with this mother. So he's still kind of hanging around his mother, even though he's ready to go off on his own. Now you can see the fawns are starting to eat as well on their own. There, that fawn got something tasty off the ground. And this fawn is kind of hanging around the male. Oops. So I guess once the fawns are about a month, they will start to eat the grass. I guess that's why the mother brings them out once they're about a month old. Before they're a month, I don't really see the fawns unless it's by accident and she's transporting them somewhere. Okay, baby's come down onto the property. Oops, baby's gone. I think the baby's looking for Mama. Mama went over here somewhere. Oh, there's Mama. Mama has good ears. She listens for her fawns if they start to cry. And they do make a screeching cry noise. Oh, I guess the deer would like that branch there. I guess that tree is pretty tasty. Oh, so I just put up a little bird feeder right there on the corner, and it has bird seed in it. I put it up high enough so the birds could get it. That mother can smell it, and I think she's trying to figure out how she can get it. I miss the birds on my property. I got a cat a year ago, and he's quite feral, and he chases all the birds, the squirrels, and the chipmunks off the property. So I don't really have other critters besides deer now on my property. So yes, that mother can definitely smell the bird feed, which has seeds in it that the deer love as well. Oops, here we go. Here we have the fawn. Oops, there goes the fawn. The fawns are very playful. They just run like crazy, and they're 1 second on the camera and then they're off the camera. Okay, so the mother realizes she can't get the bird feed, so she's going to go back on to eating the clovers, which they love. But they do like variety. That's why they eat my plants. Oops, there goes a fawn. You'll see that my plants are all protected. I have to get them growing before I can take that off because the deer will completely eat them. They don't leave any of the leaves or left after they start chewing on them. They'll actually destroy your plants. It's unfortunate because I don't mind sharing a bit of the plant with them if they would just leave some of it left, but they completely eat every part of it until it's pretty much dead. So I'm hoping this, when this apple tree grows big, I can uncover it here. And at that point, when apples fall, or they can eat the bottom leaves, but I need it to grow a lot bigger than this before I can take off the protection from it. And the same with my lilac bush. If it could just grow high, then it wouldn't be a problem. They can have a bit of the bottom leaves, but they don't. They just destroy your plants. They eat every part of it. They're not very smart that way. Oh, there's the other fawn over there. So there's 2 fawns, a mother, and then a buck on the property. So there's 4 of them today, or at least at this time. You can see even my little vegetable garden there needs to be completely covered. I had it screened off and the holes were too big, and they actually managed to get in and rip the plants. They didn't actually get it all out, the plant, but they destroyed the plant by being out of the soil. It's very hard to have a garden or plants on this property unless I fence everything in and out of their reach. Oh, we have another visitor over here. We now have 5 deer on my property. This particular deer says, I'm coming right up to you. Oh, that's not nice. Don't do that on my property. Hey? This deer is very inquisitive. What am I doing? I'm trying to stop him from pooping. Yeah, it's really hard to manage the poop on the property these days. There goes the fawn. Over to the other fawn. Buddy, why can't you do your business somewhere else? I have to admit, for 7 years I never had poop on my lawn. And all of a sudden in the last 2 years, I have lots of it every day. It doesn't make sense, although my neighbor told me that they've always had poop on their lawn. So I guess I was lucky for 7 years. And oops, we've got a chase going on. This mother doesn't like that one around at all. That one is a female that's just entered the area. Oh, there goes that buck too. He's off. They are good grass cutters, I must admit. They do help me so that I don't have to cut the grass as much. This fawn is very close. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean fawn. This deer is very close. This is a female deer. This could be about 2 to 3 years old. It is not a fawn at all. Definitely could be pregnant, as it does have a tummy, but it is kind of skinny, so maybe not.